And welcome back to the Heart of Chaos. I'm Javier once again, back in Skyward Sword. In the last episode, we finished off the Skyview Temple, met the Demon Lord Girahim, and learned that Zelda made her way to the province of Eldin, somewhere here on the surface world. To get there, we're going to have to go back to the sky and place the ruby tablet on its pedestal inside the statue of the goddess. This episode, however, is going to be very much dedicated to a certain side quest that'll get many other side quests on the road. So, forgive me if we're not going to make our way to Eldin, because there's a bit of preparation time involved with that. But we haven't been to Skyloft in quite some time. Well, for everybody, you know, based on the time of uploads, it has been quite some time. So what I want to do first is put the ruby tablet, so we can get that out of the way, and then we'll start doing all of the side stuff, and that'll help us progress more efficiently. Also, we will be getting our 8th heart container in this episode, hopefully, if I have planned things correctly. But first things first, let's make our way inside of the statue of the goddess. Alright, so inside we're going to want to run up here and just press A. It's as simple as placing the tablet by pressing A. You can see Eldin is bigger than Farron, and then it looks like there's another tablet space that's much bigger. At first I thought there would be 4, but in this case there's only 3. Master, I have confirmed the location of a second opening in the cloud barrier. It is located in the skies to the northeast. The opening will allow you to access new area the new area on the surface. I suggest you fly there as soon as you complete necessary preparations. There's a few unnecessary preparations I'm going to want to do, but it's necessary in my book. I'm going to take a nap. This is nap time. Important nap time. Very much needed nap time. But as we come outside, well, as we make our way to the staircase that leads back down, we'll come across Kookal's mother. Kookal! Kookal, where could that child have gone? Oh, Kookal, where did you go? What will I do if she's been kidnapped? Oh, Link. This is unskippable and unavoidable. What perfect timing! You haven't seen my Kookal, have you? Nope. I see. Please, Link, won't you help me look for her? I've been looking everywhere, but I can't find her. I've asked everyone I could find for help, and a few people have said that she's been spotted with some unknown person with a scary face. Someone else said that they thought they'd seen her be carried off by a monster. Wow, that sentence is hard to say. She must have been kidnapped. She's so cute and friendly, someone must have walked off with her. Find Kookal, please. Please, it breaks my heart to think that she's somewhere out there, crying. Please, Link. You can actually say nah, and it makes you feel like a horrible person. Even if you're not going to do it, say you got it. Thank you. The Knight Academy should be proud to have a student like you. Please find my daughter quickly. We will most certainly do that, and she also has a speech bubble above her head. What do you say? Oh, my sweet Kookal, please find my daughter before anything happens to her. If something happened, I don't know what I would do. It's not really relevant. But anyway, we're going to make our way down. And we got a few people who we're going to want to talk to in order to get this done. But in terms of the first person you're going to want to talk to, I guess it might be Fledge, who will actually offer to help us. Oh, Link, how's it going? Any luck tracking down Zelda? I see. Well, we're all pulling for you. By the way, I saw Kookal's mother heading up towards the temple just a little while ago. She looked pretty upset. You don't suppose anything happened, do you? Huh? Kookal's gone missing? We've got to do something. I'll start looking too. Ask around and see if somebody's who's seen her. My God, why can't I read? Speaking is easy, but reading is not. Ah. Well, we're going to want to definitely help in this search. And to do that, there's one specific person that I'm going to cut to right now. Whoa, what's the matter, Link? You look pale. It's Kookal. What? Kookal's missing? She was abducted by a monster. You don't think this has anything to do with that silly stories about a horrifying monster that's been living here in Skyloft for ages, do you? People say that creature appears in the dead of night, scaring folks and even taking away children. Probably nothing more than a scary story some older brother made up to terrorize his younger siblings, but still, it makes me wonder. That's part of it. I actually don't remember who you're supposed to specifically talk to, and it's going to drive me a little nuts. Did you hear? A child who's been playing in the graveyard went missing. Can you believe it? Do you really think there are monsters abducting children in our town? I do! Huh? What? So there's a chance she was dragged off by a monster? Let's not be ridiculous here. The monster business is going a bit too far. Oh. Now that you mention it, there's an old man who lives near here who's always ranting about hidden monsters here in Skyloft. Everyone knows he's a bit loony, though, so no one takes him seriously. You want to know where this old man is? I'd imagine he's at the Lumpy Pumpkin, so I was right. To the east of here, as usual. You'll need to fly your bird there, of course, and that's exactly where we'll be. I know this episode seems like we're cutting everywhere, but it's important that I do. Anyway, off we go! That's the graveyard! So, here we are at the Lumpy Pumpkin. If you can recall, we came here to get a heart piece. It actually has its name here now. So, don't you worry, you want to come to the Pumpkin Landing so that you can make your way to the Lumpy Pumpkin. But, we want to go inside and talk to this old man. Your view's drawn to the heart piece up there, isn't it? Mine is too. Problem is, it's going to cause some ruckus. So we're going to want to talk to everybody we want to talk to first. And that's you. You have that gullible look that says you might take an old man's ramblings seriously. So tell me, do you believe in the Skyloft monster? I shouldn't even call it a monster. It's a demon, I tell ya. But no one can say for sure because no one's seen it and lived to tell the tale. What? Huh? You want to know how come I'm telling the tale if nobody who's ever seen it is left alive? Is that it? Yep. Yeah, well, I saw it, but I was able to escape by the seat of my pants. I was saved by my cat-like reflexes, I tell you. Any regular person wouldn't have lived long enough to scream. Anyway, I saw the thing, I tell you. There's a great big tree in the cemetery. I walked by that tree in the middle of the night, and I saw it hit the gravestone nearest the tree, and the gravestone lit up. It pushed the gravestone, and the door to the storage shed opened up by itself. The monster went down the shed, and then it closed the door behind itself, which was unexpectedly polite for a demon. It was the most terrifying thing the old eye's ever seen. If you're smart, you'll stay clear of the cemetery in the middle of the night. Actually, we're not smart because we're going to go do that. But, here you can buy pumpkin soup. It'll actually replenish some hearts, but we're not here to do that. But we are here to replenish our shield because we will need our bottle empty. But, what we want to do is we want to come up here, and, well, we're going to have to knock the chandelier down by rolling over here. If you want to know why I say that, it's because no roughhousing on the balcony. Big Ruckus calls the chandelier to shake. But if you roll twice, well... Why would you do that? Get down here and come... Oh god, I couldn't even finish that because I'm so terrified. But we're gonna have to go talk to him, not before getting our 4th piece of heart. You got a piece of heart. This completes a new heart container. Awesome, we have 8 hearts. Don't you just feel so proud of me, even though I did it to mess up this person? Anyway, we're gonna talk to him. What is wrong with you? Just look at what you've done. You broke my fancy custom-ordered chandelier! You're going to be working for me for free until you pay off every rupee that chandelier cost me. Got that? Are you ready to own up to your responsibility? Of course! It was important. It was for the heart piece. That's right, and I'm gonna hold you to that. Let's not waste any time putting you to work. I need you to deliver my famous soup to Aegis, Skyloft's Knight Commander. Oh yeah, that's my sword training teacher. The Knight Commander is a regular here. He says he can't get his day started without a bowl of my soup. What do you say? You ready to deliver some soup to the Knight Commander? Yep, that's why you wanted the empty bottle. Alright then, here's the hot pumpkin soup. Deliver it to that Knight Commander. Now this is a little redundant. It'll say that it cools off inside of here in 5 minutes, but then he's gonna also tell you this. So, you want to deliver it in less than 5 minutes, which is very easy to do. Just don't dawdle. Even if you dawdle a little bit, I think you'll be just fine. It's 5 minutes of real time, not in-game time, but even though in-game time is irrelevant because it doesn't change. Well, I will meet you back in Skyloft then, because we are on our way back. Alright, so we've made our way in front of the Knights Academy, but we want to come down here to the the sparring hall, where we learned how to use our sword to begin with. You know, whatever happened to the practice sword? I hope he's not mad that we lost it. But that's irrelevant because we're just going to talk to him and he'll forget about it, all because of the soup. Hey Link, have you been working hard on your swordsmanship? I smell something. I know that earthy aroma, isn't that my favorite pumpkin soup? I asked the owner of the lumpy pumpkin to bring me some, but you went out of your way to deliver it to me. No, it's my soup! Actually, yeah, that's right. I kind of wanted to drink the soup. Here you go. Anyway, he's going to drink all of my soup, and there's no reward for doing it at first. You do want to do these side quests, however. They are important for finishing this game. Well done. Say thanks to the owner for me. That's how you speak. This episode's going to be productive in terms of side quests, not productive in terms of reading. Anyway, the next thing we're going to want to do is I'll see you all at night. Alright, so I finished my nap and I'm ready to make my way out. We need to make our way to the cemetery at night. While we're out here, I can also detail some of the changes that happened to Skyloft while we're out exploring at night that I didn't cover back when we learned that we could come out here at night. And the bottom door is locked. You know, you'd think I'd remember that. No matter. It's not the most important thing that we waste a little bit of time. There's been a lot of cutting in this episode, and honestly, I don't know how long it's going to go. If this episode extends longer than the usual time limit, you'll forgive me, because there's all the stuff I want to get done in this episode. Anyway, we want to make our way to the cemetery, as we were told. To do this, we're going to have to go past all the most dangerous monsters in Skyloft. Which, let's face it, they're not dangerous. It's always a little confusing running at night, and I'm going to try to do this without him. Hey, Pip-Pit! Hey, bud, we're not talking to you right now because you're not important to the side quest. Anyway, it's a little different wandering around at night. If you're not used to Skyloft, do not worry, you're always given a map. But to me, I want to kind of try and see how much I've memorized in my time playing. Also, those are butterflies. That's another thing we're going to want to get done in this episode. At least I hope I will. Because if not, I'll be very sad. Alright. So, let's make our way down. This stupid key! My battle rating is going to be amazing. I've hardly taken any damage from normal enemies. In general, I don't think I've taken much real damage. But that's besides the point. I shouldn't brag. Oh, lemur cat thing! I still don't know what those are called. I should actually look that up one of these days. But, that's unimportant, because we'll run down here and we're now at the cemetery. So if we remember what he said, he hit the cemetery stone closest to the tree, which is this one, and then he pushed it. Now, unlike the demon, we're not polite, so we're not going to close that door ever. So we always have a way to get down here. Now, funnily enough, that fall doesn't hurt you. It's clearly of the distance to hurt you, but for some reason, that's one part that will never. But here we are now. Well, I recognize a girl scream if I've ever heard one. That's Kookal! She's in here! She's being attacked by the monster. This is the most epic, awesome side boss fight I think I've ever done. And not a first for the Zelda franchise to have side boss fights. Though he is freaking epic looking. Alright, you ready for the boss fight of the ages? Oh. Stop, please! I beg of you, don't hurt me! Oh goodness, I know how bad this must look to you right now, but I assure you I mean no harm. We were just playing the Scream as Loud as You Can game. Isn't that a fun game? Oh dear, perhaps an explanation is in order. My name is Batres, and I am a monster who resides here in this humble dwelling below Skyloft. But please, allow me to correct one popular misconception. While I'm certainly a monster, I wouldn't dream of terrorizing the people of this town. So you're a Batman? You see, this adorable little girl is the only one who didn't let loose a blood-curdling scream at the sight of me. Since she began to visit me here, I felt positively jubilant. You see, my heart's only wish is to become friends with the lovely people of Skyloft, but as you can surely imagine, it has proven quite difficult to break the ice when they are struck with paralyzing fear at the mere sight of me. I assure you, nothing would fill my heart with joy more than to be friends with the fine people of this town. But as soon as I try to approach any of them and extend my claw in friendship, they run and scream as though they've seen a walking nightmare. Oh right, silly me, I've gotten ahead of myself. You see, there is an old tale among my monstrous kin that goes as follows. It seems that when humans make other humans happy, the happy humans produce a substance known as gratitude crystals. Gratitude crystals are quite amazing. Just looking at them, while knowing that there is such gratitude in the world, could turn me from a monster into a human. Oh goodness, nothing would delight me more than to become a human. From the moment I laid my regrettably demonic eyes on you, I could tell you had a gentle and generous heart. Won't you please gather the gratitude crystals and show them to me? Sure! This is the most prevalent side quest in the game. This is similar to the Skulltulas in Ocarina of Time, and the Postals in Twilight Princess. Though this one is positively useful the entire way through. Except for maybe the end, which is like all of them actually. I'm sure someone with a heart as pure and genuine as yours will be able to see them. Please solve some troubles and gather me all the gratitude crystals you can find. Any help you can provide would dearly appreciated. I promise your assistant will not go unrewarded. And here's Kookal.
Hi.
He's not a bad man. He saved me one time when I almost fell over the edge, and he lets me come here and scream as loud as I want. Anyway, he said that it's dangerous to go out alone at night, so I'll just hang out here for a while. Tell my mom I'll come back in the morning. Well, we'll most certainly tell her mother this. And likely not get all the side quests I want to get done in this episode. Oh, that is so disappointing. But we will have side quests in the next episode as well. Looks like we might not be hitting Eldin for a little longer than I thought. But anyway, let's head over to Kookal's house. Alright, so here we are at Kookal's house, entering at night, yes. Not many people sleep at night, they're just in their houses, and you're allowed to go anywhere you want. But, here we are. Let's talk to Kookal's mother. Oh, you found Kookal! Well, I guess it's good to hear she's at least with a friendly and responsible adult, but I just can't wait to see her. Yep, we're gonna have to wait till tomorrow before we get our reward. So I say, let's sleep in their bed. Until morning. Alright, let's hop on up, and to our surprise, oh my god, Kookal is here. Over there. But, we talked to her. Oh, Link, look, Kookal is safely back at home, and it's all because of you. I don't know how to express my gratitude. I can finally smile and laugh again. Thank you ever so much. There they are. These are the gratitude crystals. You get 5 per side quest, and you can also collect them as they are sitting around Skyloft at night. I believe there are a total of 10 to be found in Skyloft at night. And here's Kookal. She's going to mention another silly name. Oh, it's you, Link. Uncle Bats told me he wants to see all the gratitude crackles he can. But how is he going to do that? Huh. Gratitude crackles. Well, in the next episode of Skyward Sword, we'll be hunting for more of those gratitude crackles. I've been Javier, and I'll see you then.